Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Havian, and I wanted to share with you something that is going on my back deck, and it reminds me of the story Joy's Birdhouse. Because take a look, friends, I've got many birdhouses on my deck. You see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birdhouses, but there's something very special about one in particular. Take a look and listen very carefully. Can you hear that? There are some baby birds in there that have been in there for probably a week now, and the mom and the dad keep flying in and out with food for the babies. If you listen real carefully, hear that? They're in there. And so I just kind of watch carefully and wait, because hopefully I'll be able to see some baby birds flying out. And so I thought of this because of the story we read, like I said, Joy's Birdhouse. So I thought we would go ahead and draw our own birdhouses and decide what color we want our own birdhouses to be and write about it, and also where we would hang a birdhouse. Would we put it in a tree? Would we put it on the side of a railing, on a deck? Where would you put your own birdhouse? And how would it look? How would you design it? So I'm going to walk us back in to our writing area. And during this time, while I get my camera situated, why don't you please go get paper and also your equipment like a pencil or a Sharpie. Remember, I use Sharpie on these because it's easier for you to see. And once you have it, I have the lined paper. Again, remember, I know you may or may not have lined paper at home, so any kind of paper will do. You can turn it sideways so you'll have more room for your picture. And I'm going to start with this. I'm going to say, first of all, I'm going to put my name. I'll put the word name. We know that that's not your name, but please put your own name right here. Okay, and I'm going to write my birdhouse. This is going to be my birdhouse. Birdhouse is a compound word, and this is going to be just the title of my paper here. My birdhouse. Now, you need to decide what color your birdhouse is going to be. So, first I want to write my sentence. My bird house will be blank. Right here, I want you to fill in the color of your birdhouse. And next, I will put my birdhouse blank. And I'm going to underline here and here, and that would be, I will put my birdhouse in a tree. I will put my birdhouse on a railing. I will put my birdhouse in a shady place. Something like that, you decide. So, with that, I think I'm going to say my birdhouse will be green. And I kind of like how Joy chose that color also because it blends in well with the trees that usually it's under. And then I will put my birdhouse for me, and what I have done with my own birdhouses is I will put my birdhouses on the rail, on the deck. So I will put my birdhouse on my deck. For me, that's how I'm able to view them. So now what I'm going to do is I'll probably switch out of Sharpie. Well, actually, why don't I keep my Sharpie? Because I'm going to draw, this time I'm going to draw, first of all, my railing. And let me move that up just a bit for you. Oh, right now as I'm doing this, I can hear the little babies in the treehouse. You might be able to hear them, or excuse me, in the birdhouse, under the tree. So here's my railing. I think I'll just kind of go like that. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is the railing on the deck. And these are the little posts holding up the railing. And the birdhouse that the birds in my backyard seem to like are kind of a medium-sized birdhouse. So I'm going to go like that. And then it's got a real pointy roof. And then it's got one little hole here. And it has just a little design, little thing down here. That's just for design. But I definitely think they like this because it's very protected. And it's definitely under the branches of a very big tree. So here are my branches. It's kind of hidden. And so, like I said, today I'm in Sharpie, but I'll go back with my color. Okay, and so now I'm going to do what I said I was going to do, which is I'm going to make it a green birdhouse. And the top was even green. Also, it's kind of a grayish when I try to peek in there, the little hole inside. Boy, they're really chirping away. I've got my brown railing and my brown deck. Kind of a perfect place for them to be. I've also got the tree that they're kind of hiding under. And I'll just kind of trace around that. And I, of course, have to add my leaves because I think this is why they like it so much, because they feel that they're protected. And we don't have cats. That's another thing. We've got dogs, but no cats. So there are no cats that are going to be climbing up there anytime soon. I hear a lot of chirping. So coming out of my birdhouse are the sounds chirp, 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 chirp. There's a lot of that going on. And once in a while, again, I don't know if it's the mom or the dad, but they will come along and stop right about here before they go in. their little worm to feed the little babies. And I can make my bird any color. The birds that I kind of see that are coming in and out, though, are grayish. Grayish. With a little blue. Oopsie. Kind of at the top. And there we go. Now I can go ahead and add all sorts of things to my picture. Again, I can do sunny day. I can even add my other birdhouses. For some reason this year, the other birdhouses aren't being used. Just the one is being used. So I have a little teeny skinny birdhouse right about here. And that one isn't being used by the birds this year. They kind of decide which one they want to use. This one's kind of a light gray also. So there we go. I did what I said I was going to do. Here's my name, My Birdhouse. My birdhouse will be green. I will put my birdhouse on my deck. Yours can be under a tree. Yours can be in a shady spot. Maybe you're hiding your birdhouse somewhere in your backyard that is safe. Okay, great, friends. Take your time decorating, and I'm actually, if you would share this on Friday, I would love to see which kind of birdhouses you decided to do. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.